If you hold XRP, this entire video needs to be watched. And I'm not trying to sell you guys on the used car, no. I truly believe that this is setting the stage for the XRP ledger to truly target some of the largest markets out there. We're talking about hundreds of trillions, even quadrillions of dollars. Welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. Here we have a post from June 20th of this year. This is from Circle CEO, Jeremy Allaire, stablecoins to make up 10% of money in the next decade or so. We know that stablecoins are becoming more and more adopted, more and more utilized, and it only makes sense that stablecoins are going to grow astronomically in not only volume, but even value over the next couple of years. And it's because, at the end of the day, cash is becoming useless almost. Nobody wants to utilize cash. I mean, yeah, sure, there's a percentage of the population that still runs on cash, but for the most part, almost every single thing that we do on a day-to-day basis is swiped through a debit card or a credit card or even made through an online purchase. And even here we have from Jeremy Allaire, I'm more bullish than I ever have been about crypto. I've been building Circle for over 11 years, and at no time have I been more optimistic than right now. Let's be honest, it's very easy to take positions in crypto, but it's extremely hard to actually have a game plan in place when the time comes to take profits. And that's exactly why I released a completely free exit plan that you can apply to literally every single position that you take in crypto. And the best part about it is that it's completely free. All you have to do to get access is go to the link down in the description below and claim your access now. What are you waiting for? Capture those profits. And we've been hearing this echoed through a lot of CEOs within the space, even Brad Garlinghouse talking about how he's more bullish than ever on crypto, more optimistic as well. And a lot of them are really kind of hinting at the fact that we're now starting to infiltrate the traditional financial system in a large way. And here we have, I also believe that the overwhelming majority of people have an extremely narrow and limited understanding of what's unfolding. And I truly believe that as well. And that's super bullish too. This post explains why I'm so optimistic. My perspective here draws on closely watching internet technology adoption life cycles over the past 35 years. We've seen an unrelenting march of open networks, open protocols, and open software with layer upon layer of infrastructure on the internet that deepens its utility for society and the economy. Each successive wave has transformed major industries, improving utility for people, inverting or transforming unit economics, and opening up radical new possibilities. And this is basically the same exact thing that's happening even around crypto and around this space. And we have, what does it look like when 10% of global economic money is stablecoins, and when credit intermediation moves from fractional reserve lending to on-chain credit markets? This is exactly what could very well happen. And he noted that stablecoins are becoming an increasingly accepted form of digital money, and that stablecoins will make up a larger and larger portion of the world's $100 trillion market for electronic money by the end of 2025. This is achievable over the next 10 plus years. The $162 billion stablecoin market is currently 0.2% of the size of the $80 trillion money market. Savings, money market, and checking accounts make up around 26.4 trillion, 25 trillion, and 23.6 trillion, respectively, while the remaining 5 trillion comes from mints. For Allaire's 10% prediction to come true by 2034, the stablecoin market would need to grow at least at a compounded annual growth rate of 47.7%, though the estimate doesn't factor in the growth of the $80 trillion money market itself. USDC, the United States dollar stablecoin issued by Allaire Circle, currently boasts a $32.8 billion market cap, making it the second largest stablecoin behind Tether, CoinGecko data shows. And we could see that growth here as well. I mean, USDC has been growing tremendously, and cryptocurrency adoption is only going to continue to heat up in a large way, and more money is only going to flow in as well. And just recently, 6 days ago, stablecoin transfer volumes increased tenfold in 4 years, reaching $1 trillion monthly. So we're doing over $12 trillion in terms of transfer volumes through stablecoins. Think about how crazy that is. And we know that back in 2022, in a bear market, $11 trillion moved over stablecoins. So it's crazy, but stablecoins need to be 100% focused on. And even over here, we have fascinating Circles. USDC has seen insane growth in volume in 2024. And this is basically that upward trend that we just looked at over here. And you could see it, overall, it's outpacing Tether itself in terms of monthly transaction volume. And just wait until we have RLUSD. Over here, we have Ripple's RLUSD is poised to take a huge slice of the stablecoin pie. Shout out to Subjective Views. USD stablecoin estimated projection $3 trillion in 3 to 5 years. Check this out. This is Monica Long, the president at Ripple.
And everyone's targeting different groups and there's different use cases. But at the end of the day, there's a lot of money to be made. I mean, is this in some form, you guys can get a piece of that pie. It's almost a no-brainer, right? Tether's printing, well, not printing in that sense, but is making billions of dollars because of the high interest rate environment in which we have found ourselves. How does Ripple get a piece of that?
It's a big pie. What is it? Market cap of USD stables right now is like $160 billion, and it's going to get much bigger. So the projections we've seen are close to $3 trillion within the next 3 to 5 years. I think a lot of that will be driven by expansion of institutional DeFi adoption. So some of those projects that you're talking about, I think, are really critical to continue to build the momentum with institutional DeFi. So I think the pie is going to get bigger and bigger. Key to success of a stablecoin is, I'm going to sound very Captain Obvious here, but the stability. So the importance of like a one-to-one back of US dollar to the tokenized dollar. And how are the reserves managed? We went about acquiring a company, Standard Custody, earlier this year. Standard Custody has the very coveted New York trust license, which so that means they're regulated by New York DFS, one of very highly respected regulator, not just in the U.S. but internationally. And there's stringent rules around how you manage the reserves. So I think the trust in the stablecoin to stay stable, adherence to complying to rules and regulations for how different countries and regions are going to treat stablecoins. Lots of eyes on Europe right now in that way. That's all going to be critical to like make or break the success of the stablecoin, I think.
When you think about where it fits in terms of what part of the pie it will eat up, how are you selling it? Pretend I'm a Fortune 100 company and I'm asking you, you're trying to get me on board with the stablecoin. What am I going to use it for?
What you can expect to see from us initially is, first and foremost, a focus on introducing the stablecoin to our payments customers. So we'll first focus on the licensed payment companies and banks who we already serve, because the different stablecoins, different assets other than XRP have been a part of our mix for the last year plus. And again, it comes back to, well, what is the actual use case for the customer? Or if it's a USD flow, just use a USD stable. That's very logical. Or, if there's cost efficiency to gain through using a stablecoin pair, let's do that. So we'll focus first where we already have our business and the demand. But, I think that liquidity for stablecoins, a lot of it is coming from the more retail markets, the traders, and you mentioned the exchanges as a key distribution point. I think that's been key to building liquidity and market cap for all the stablecoins. So that's a tried and true recipe.
Do you think it'll be part of your recipe?
Yeah, I think that creating a distribution network and points of access for stablecoin will be important.
What other?
Now, also, if we look at how USDC works, the settlement times on these blockchain networks is completely different. You could see that over here, right? We have Algorand 4 seconds and the list goes on. This is how the RLUSD stablecoin or Ripple stablecoin will essentially complement the XRP ledger, complement even XRP. These two are very complementary. I've seen a lot of people saying like, oh, well, you know, the stablecoin is going to replace XRP. It's not. In fact, these two are great, especially when we look at DeFi or some of these other markets out there. I think that as we look at the stablecoin, as we look at XRP, this is not only going to bolster the utility around XRP, but it's also going to bring a ton of liquidity, volume, and even value to the ledger. Over here, we have RLUSD is a high quality stablecoin that will be a key ingredient for DeFi.
Potential for the XRP Ledger's DEX, the decentralized exchange. There needs to be high quality stablecoins available on that exchange for it to be more useful for all types of developers. And we've been more focused on DeFi. So you think about DeFi, USD stables are the key starting ingredient.
And this is 100% true. Even as we really look at some of these markets like derivatives, right? We know derivatives are valued at well over $700 trillion. They were, at least at the end of June of 2023. I wouldn't be surprised if these grew, significantly. These continue to grow year over year over year. And as we really look at that, right? Even the FX market. When we look at the FX market, derivatives, we look at cross-border payments, we look at DeFi, anything out there, if we're going to target it, it needs stable value. XRP becoming stable, you're not going to be able to revalue it. You're not going to be able to peg XRP to a specific price. XRP is not going to have a big stable price on it. So as we really look at stablecoins, that's where the stablecoin really comes into play. Now, as we think about that, does that mean that XRP is going to be useless or anything? No. In fact, we have these use cases brewing on the ledger through the stablecoin settled out through XRP. It's the same way that we have, over here, USDC settlement times on these blockchain networks. The network itself sees that demand. And the best network out there for the settlement times and for liquidity and for some of these great use cases, even around like institutional DeFi or DeFi itself, is the XRP ledger. It's one of the longest standing networks out there that can, be utilized through DeFi and tokenization and, use cases like that. Now, also, even over here from Paxos, we have stablecoins make DeFi better, and used together, stablecoins and DeFi can play several crucial roles, from enhancing liquidity to providing financial access to the unbanked. And here we have liquidity provision, stable store of value. And then here we have two great ones. Outside of enhancing smart contracts, we have facilitating lending and borrowing. Stablecoins are widely used in DeFi lending and borrowing. Borrowers can take loans out in stablecoins, which ensures they receive a predictable amount of funds. And this is why we go back here real quick to 2024, April 14th. Ripple steps into DeFi, announces XRP lending protocol. And this is going to be huge for XRP and even for the XRP ledger, because this is even more utility. And we even know David Schwartz himself said that, this is going to expand the XRP ledger utility. Ripple announced that developers have proposed to add the native lending protocol to the XRP ledger. The protocol is expected to expand the DeFi capabilities of the XRP ledger. Ripple CTO David Schwartz also weighed in on the development and expressed excitement. And 100%, why wouldn't this be extremely exciting? This is going to be a game changer. And remember that in terms of DeFi, this massive market that hit well over $200 billion back in 2021, even right now, we're sitting at well over $172 billion. If we go back to these categories down here, we could see the number 2 largest category here is lending, with over $33 billion tied to it. So as we look at lending and borrowing, this lending protocol is a big game changer for the XRP ledger and XRP, and the stablecoin is crucial for this. We know this, and even as we look at the most valuable chains in DeFi, let's go back to let's actually look at the chains. We know number 1 is Ethereum. And the reason why is because of the stablecoins on Ethereum. You have almost $120 billion in TVL. Stablecoins, in terms of the overall amount tied to Ethereum, is sitting at $79.5 billion. Guys, that's like 2-3 times the size of the XRP market cap. So think about that, right? If you have these very efficient stablecoins on the network like Ripple USD and it's heavily adopted and it's providing these significant use cases, the network itself is going to grow in TVL, grow in value, grow in numbers in terms of users. It is very exciting and it's very, very bullish for XRP, and it allows the XRP ledger to be centered out on specific markets like derivatives or the FX market or cross-border payments or whatever the case may be, which I'm very excited about. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on because more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.